Hi Virgos, welcome to Quickie Tarot. Uh, yes, I already put you out a reading for What Is My Ex Thinking. It really was not a good one. I was in a brain fog doing it. There was three or four that I was doing at the time that I had to get out. But, you know, this is probably the worst one, so I took it down and I'm redoing it. So you will see it in a minute. I have shuffled the cards really good. Let's do this again. What is my ex thinking for our Virgos universe, please? What is my ex thinking, please, for our Virgos? What is my ex thinking? Please give me more cards for this reading for our Virgos universe. What is my ex thinking? Now, if you don't have an ex, you shouldn't be watching this reading. And if it doesn't sound like your reading, it's not your reading. And, you know, I would just not pay attention to it. If it sounds like your reading, it's your reading. So, Virgos, the overall energy of this reading, leaving the old behind and moving towards the new. It's like New Year's Eve, ringing out the old and ringing in the new. This is also the card of Scorpio, so Scorpio could be involved somewheres in this reading, someplace in your chart. So up here in your main energy, we have the 10 of Cups. This is 10 cups of love. Oh my gosh. Rainbows and sunshine, dancing, a lot of joy in this card. So this is right next to this 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords feeling trapped, perhaps, and not knowing how to get out of it. So, you know, I'll read on, but so far it kind of feels like you got into a relationship. There was a lot of joy, a lot of love, a lot of happiness, but for some reason it became a burden. And it became where you're feeling more trapped in this relationship than happy. This is the card of illusion. You were never really trapped. You could walk out of this situation at any time. The feet are not bound in this 8 of Swords. This card is next to the Justice card. And this is the delicate balance. So it must have thrown your life scales off balance. I don't know exactly why, but there was a reason, though. It threw your life scales off balance. It was this feeling of being trapped in the relationship. There was something going on there. And so now you have your sword up, and you're kind of protecting that delicate balance that you have in your life right now. Next to the 10 of Cups, I have the 9 of Pentacles. And so the 9 of Pentacles, this is about being happily single, grounded, stable. So that might have had something to do with it. I think you're happier single. You were grounded, you were stable, you felt you had self-confidence, secure in yourself. So this card, the 9 of Pentacles, being under the 10 of Cups, I think this is one of the reasons you felt trapped, because you really wanted to get back to this being on your own again and being single and stable. So there might have been a lot of love here in this Ten of Cups, but it was lacking security and stability here, groundedness. So you're moving away, okay? You're moving on, leaving the old behind by walking away. Somebody walked away. I think it was you. And it's under the Justice card. And I think the whole reason of walking away from this relationship was because your life scales were really tipped. They were out of balance, and you needed to do whatever you had to do to find your balance again in your life. Then we have the Lovers under the card of being single again. So this is in their energy too. Lovers is that special connection. You did have a special connection. You probably still do have a special connection. But this is about being lovers. This is a card of Gemini. So somebody could have Gemini in their chart. Also, did I mention that somebody could have Libra in their chart with the Justice card? So being that this is the lovers, that special connection, and under the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like that kind of was overriding their desire to team up with somebody here, have a partnership with a lover. It's right next to the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is like being on guard. Possible air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And we do have the card of Aquarius here. So it really points that they could be an air sign, but more importantly, it is about having that sword up, really being on guard, and kind of stubborn, a little bit stubborn. It might be about, and I think it is about moving forward, because it's under the Death card, okay? And that Death card is leaving the old single way behind and moving toward the new, which I think is this, the Four of Wands that's down there in their energy. Well, I think they put a stop to it. So one of you, maybe you both called it off. Maybe it was a mutual thing about moving forward. But someone, and it put a stop to it. You both have your swords up, okay? Got the Justice card over here. We got the King of Swords over here. It feels like you both kind of wanted to just move ahead without the other. Walking away from the Four of Wands. That is that special connection again. So there was a commitment looming. If there wasn't one already, there was one looming. So then we have the Two of Cups here. So this seems like more, it's like, breathe, there's that special connection. This seems like more of what they would have in mind, and they're thinking about this, is friends with benefits, okay? So there is still love there. I mean, we know you have love for each other. We know there's a special connection, that's in the card. And there's a friendship here. So perhaps they're thinking that love with friendship with benefits, that might be the route to go. Then we have the Fool card here. This is in both your energies. This is about moving, too freely, too fast, without thinking things through, just kind of skipping along, facing the sunshine, not looking in front of you, just going along until you find yourself at the edge of the cliff. And that, I think, is what happened in this relationship. And then when you both, this is in both your energies, found yourselves there, you both wanted to backtrack back to the Nine of Pentacles, back to there. So then we have the Star card. So the Star card is the card of Aquarius. This is about healing. So, Virgos, you have some healing to do, and you are in the process of it. This is a spiritual healing card. This is like looking into that pool of water, seeing your reflection, having it bounce back at you, and you remember who you were born to be. You remember who you are, right down to the bare bones of who you are. This is a wonderful, very spiritual healing card. So that's what you're doing right now, is healing from all this. Are there any more cards for this reading for Virgos? What are their exes thinking, universe? What are their exes thinking? So what I see here is the Judgment card. Okay, this is in their energy. They're learning a spiritual lesson. That's what it's all about for them. But they are thinking that friends with benefits might be the route to go in this relationship. So you might hear something from them about that. King of Swords has a way of communicating, so you might hear something about that. It is on their mind anyway. So we have the Judgment card here. So they are learning the spiritual lesson. This universe will blow that horn on them over and over and over until they get the message, until they learn the lesson. So this can happen many times in a lifetime. It can happen every lifetime until they learn. So that is what's going on with them. I think they want to be friends with benefits. They want to go back to being single too. This commitment, where you guys were headed towards a commitment with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, you both put your swords up. So you're both kind of like, oh God, I don't know, that's just too fast, because the Fool card's here. I think you moved too fast into this relationship. Really had to slow it down. Then we had the Queen of Wands over here. And this is in both your energies. This is about new beginnings, fresh new beginnings. Possible fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. It's right above the Judgment card for them. So I think they need to learn to slow down. I mean, that's the main thing here, is because the Fool card is here. And it's both like you advance so fast and felt so fast that then you get to this point and you both freak out. Is what it looks like. And throw your swords up and kind of retreat. So there is a new beginning here for them, and this is also in your energy as a new beginning. You may have a new beginning together. I don't know. Maybe you will go for friends with benefits for now, but I do think that that's what they're thinking about. So Virgos, this is your new reading for What Is My Ex Thinking? Thank you so much for watching Quickie Tarot.